Dylan Henrik's been quite an influence in your career. What is it going to be like without him?
Yeah, he definitely has. He's probably a credit to why I'm here today, the player I am. Playing with him my first year, on a line and spending a lot of time with him, and I learned a lot from him every day, just watching him. The good times and the bad. Every day there's a new lesson I learned from him, which I thank him, and without him, it's going to be a lot different. He's our leader, he's our captain, so it's a tough day for us as a group, but we have to move on. We have to we still have high hopes, high expectations for this season as a team, and we have a great core of veteran players, solid core of young players that are looking to be leaders and looking for more opportunities. So we're going to have to find ways to move on and chip in to contribute what he contributed to our team, which is a lot.
Dylan, growing up watching Henrik play and then actually playing with him, what made him the player that he was? When you started to play with him, you can see him on the ice, but once you start receiving passes and scoring goals and being on his line, what was it like? What made him so good?
I can't remember even watching the Red Wings without Z out there. What makes him so good? His poise. I don't think there's a more poised player. When he's from playing with him, when he's passing it to you, it's gonna land on your stick, and you better be ready to shoot it. So I don't think there's many players like that left. His vision. He knows you don't even have to call for the puck. You know it's coming. He knows where you are at all times. So he's a field general, someone who controlled the game. You see even last year, the past 3 years, he's played through a lot of injury, pain, a lot of pain, and he's not the fastest guy, but he controls the pace of the game, and that's something that I don't think there's a whole lot of players that can do that anymore.
Do you feel like you are one of those young players who wants to step into a leadership role now?
Yeah, I do. I don't think you need to wear a letter to be a leader, and I tried last year to take a step forward. In my third season, I thought it was time to be a leader, be an impact player on this team, and I have the same mentality for this year. And wearing a letter everything? No, it's doing the right things. It's contributing to the team, and it's winning games, and that's why we're all here. That's why we want to be a playoff team at the end of this year, and we're going to need solid leadership, and I want to provide that.
If they ask you to put an A on, then you would.
I don't think. I guess it'd be an honor. Organization like this, growing up in Detroit, wearing a letter, it's definitely not given. So, I would want it to be earned, and I think there's a lot of guys in our locker room that are experienced Stanley Cup winners. Play big minutes, and there's a lot of deserving guys.
Dylan, what did you learn from Henrik off the ice, like more intangibles in the locker room as far as how to be a good pro?
I think Z was always ready to play, always ready to practice. He had a very quiet demeanor around the locker room, and same with Pav, same with Croner, same with Abby. These guys just go about their business every day, and what needs to be done, they do. They get their bodies ready to play, and it's something that as young guys you can kind of just roll out of bed and go show up to practice and feel okay. But these guys, they work out every day. They're playing every day, and they're performing and getting their bodies ready. So he wasn't in the gym making a lot of talking about how he's in the gym every day. He was there. He was getting ready. He was very quiet about it, and did what needed to be done.
Do you have a favorite Zetterberg moment on the ice, game, or particular thing that stands out?
There's a lot. You know, for me, I guess now I've seen it a lot. My first goal when he assisted. That's something that I'll never forget. You know, I think him winning the Conn Smythe as a fan, that was my favorite. You know, seeing how he humbly accepted it, and you could clearly tell he was more excited to win the cup and raise that. So, you know, that there's a lot, but as a player, you know, just watching him every day has been probably the you know, something that you don't notice, but something that's been the most impactful in my career.
Does a day like today make you think about your own career and kind of the perspective of how short this can be sometimes?
I don't know. No, not really. You know what? I think as a young guy, you think you're going to play forever, and I hope I do. But obviously, you see, I think it's a sad day for hockey, for the NHL, for Detroit sports. We're losing an icon, so someone who's given the fans a Stanley Cup. He's played under in a lot of pain. He's played, you know, his put his heart and soul into the city. He's, you know, someone I think is very deserving to be up in the rafters with the legends of the Red Wings.
How cool was it that first time to get to play with them, skate with them, you know, anything like that after, yeah, watching them all those years and stuff? That had to be pretty cool, I'd imagine.
Yeah, yeah, it was my first day of informal skates before training camp, and I happened to sit next to him in the locker room. It was the only open seat, and I think I was there, and I was so nervous I didn't say a word, but you know, it was really cool. Just getting to know him, and I was starstruck at first, but you know, he's a great guy, a really nice guy, and someone who you know, was a huge leader, someone who he introduced himself to me right away, and now I guess I'd like to say we're friends. So. Yeah.
Do you remind him that you watched him a lot, many years while you're?
No, I don't. No, not really.
Dylan, first day of camp usually is a day of renewal, hope, everyone's psyched and looking forward to getting on the ice. How was it today? Can you tell? I mean, not that the team is down, but it's a weird kind of first day of camp, I would imagine, with this announcement.
You know what? To be honest with you, we didn't know until we got off the ice. So, you know, first day of camp, I felt an energy of there's a chip on our shoulder. I thought there was an attitude where guys are hungry. There's opportunity in our club, and for guys to move up or move on and join the Red Wings. So there's an attitude where guys want it, and guys are hungry. So this is definitely the hardest first day of camp I've had, and guys are pushing themselves, guys are battling, and it was great to see.